Today I am going to talk about self-reciprocal under Fourier transform. Self-reciprocal means it is of the Fourier transform of f of x is said to be self-reciprocal, then Fourier transform of e power minus x square by 2 is equal to e power minus s square by 2. And the first problem show that e power minus x square by 2 is a self-reciprocal with respect to the Fourier transform. So used by the Fourier cosine transform of the function f of x equal to square root of 2 by pi into 0 to infinity f of x into cos sx dx. So now f of x equal to e power minus x square by 2 into cos sx by dx. So cos sx so is the real part. So real part of e power isx dx. So the real part of 1 by square root of 2 pi into minus into plus infinity e power minus x square by 2 into e power isx dx. Base same, so to add the power, so x square by 2 plus isx. Used by the trigonometry formula, a minus b the whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Used by the formula, so real part of 1 by square root of 2 pi into e power minus s square by 2 into minus into plus infinity e power minus of x minus u by square root of root 2 the whole square into dx. Up x minus is by root 2 is equal to y. Then dx equal to square root of 2 into dy. Suppose the limit x is equal to minus infinity, put x equal to minus infinity and y is also minus infinity. Put x is equal to infinity, y is also infinity. So the real part of 1 by square root of 2 pi in the e power minus s square by 2, the limit minus into plus infinity, e power minus y square into square root of 2 into dy is equal to 1 by pi into root cancel. So 1 by pi into e power minus s square by 2 into minus into plus infinity e power minus t square dt or y square dy. And this value is e power, the value is square root of pi. Therefore, the value is e power minus s square by 2. Therefore, for a transform of e power minus x square by 2 equal to e power s square by 2 minus s square by 2. This is the reciprocal of under the Fourier transform. And another problem, find the Fourier cosine transform of e power minus a square x square and hence find Fourier sine transform of x into e power minus a square x square. The Fourier cosine transform is f of x, f c of s equal to square root of 2 by pi into 0 to pi f of x into cos sx dx. Substitute the f of x value. So e power minus a square x square into cos sx. Cos sx is the real part of e power isx. So same base. So to add the power minus of a square plus a square x square plus isx. So used by the trigonometry formula, a minus b the whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here a is equal to ax and minus 2ab is equal to isx and b is equal to is by 2a. Choose the formula. So real part of 1 by square root of 2 pi into minus into plus infinity e power minus ax minus is by 2a the whole square into e power is by 2a the whole square dx. So it's the real part of 1 by root 2 pi into e power is by 2a the whole square. It's a constant, so take it outside and the remaining term into 0 to infinity e power minus of is minus ax minus is by 2a the whole square dx. Let u is equal to ax minus is by 2a, that implies du is equal to a into dx. But dx equal to du by a, and the limit is no change, the same limit minus into plus infinity. So substitute the value, real part of 1 by root 2 pi into e power I square s square by 4a square into minus into plus infinity e power minus u square into du by a. So I square value is minus 1. So minus s square by 4a square in integral minus into plus infinity e power minus u square du. Integral of 0 to infinity e power minus u square du equal to square root of pi by 2. And substitute this value, then the Fourier transform of e power minus a square x square equal to for cosine transform 1 by a root 2 into e power minus s square by 4a square. And the reduction part, for a sine transform of x into f of x equal to minus d by ds into for a cosine transform of f of x, that is minus d by ds into fc of s. Substitute the fc of s value is 1 by a root 2 into e power minus s square by 4a square and differentiate with respect to s. Then you get the answer is s by 2 root 2 a cube into e power minus s square by 4a square. Thank you.